Look up, Marlon. Say cheese. We are live.
What up, dog?
I'm about to say this man over here ain't even paying attention. Just got caught all off guard. Good gracious. Hey, we're gonna need to work on you being better prepared.
Hey, it is what it is, man.
Uncle Ocho got into it because Ocho wasn't too prepared today. So I'm about to be like, bruh, we ain't gonna keep coming up here. And you ain't gonna be prepared now.
Hey, if anything, I'm the unk, bruh. So you the young one.
Hey, at the end of the day, neither one of us getting paid. I quit. No, let me stop. But so yeah, if you guys didn't know, me and Jamal been at it, so we ain't come on last week because he was upset with me. But we figured we back for another week. We worked things out, we got the numbers right, we crunched them, and we are back for another week. So we're so glad to bring you this amazing content once again for another week.
This fool.
But let's hop straight into it, man. I think we got a lot to unpack today. We have a guest, a Yorton Cup champion, promoter, a father, great athlete. I know I look blurry. It'll zoom in sooner or later. But we have Marcus Harris coming on, the promoter of Captain's Cup. So we ain't gonna even, waste time. We're gonna just go ahead and bring him on. What up?
What's going on, fellas?
I hope I did you some
Nothing much,
reading.
man. How are you?
Gucci, man. Happy to be here. Thank
I
y'all
hope
for
my
having me, man.
introduction was good enough. Oh, no problem. I'm about to say, I hope your introduction was good enough. I try to get everything, but for the
It was
people,
everything that
first
was
of
good
all,
enough.
we got to get the clickbait out the way first and foremost. For the people who do not know you, you know what I mean. The people who are asleep, the people who don't realize that this man took a year off to come back better in 2024. Introduce yourself. Throw some accolades out there for him.
Man, where do we begin, man? Let's start at the top, man. 2021 Yorton Cup champion men's physique. Been battling and dancing around in the natural realm for OCB related for maybe the last 3-4 years. Before that, I've been competing in NPC before I actually knew about the natural. I competed natural the entire time until I bumped into OCB. And then really never turned back, man. My whole dream was to start promoting in the first place, and started coaching, started promoting, and man, it's all just falling in place, man. Just loving the sport now. I'm ready to give back. I am getting ready for the 2024 Yorton Cup. Um, let's do it, man. Let's dance, man.
Absolutely. So I'm gonna let Jamal, run point. So what you got for us, Jamal?
So Saturday we had the Captain Cup. This is your second year promoting that show. So just tell me the biggest difference between last year and this year as you prepared for the show to put on the show for the athletes.
So last year, man, we it was a strictly amateur. So we did add the wellness pro division this year. So we kind of wanted to jump into the pro ranks, kind of give back. So my whole thing is to give back. The more and more I can to the athletes, the better. So this year we wanted to add the pro division, which we did that. Seemed like the pros had a amazing time. We had some very competitive pros in the wellness category. So that was awesome. And we also grew in the show. So usually for a first year show, you got pretty decent numbers. So our show did grow a lot this year, especially the crowd grew phenomenally, um, and that was I'd say the biggest difference. And of course we want to do more and more for the pros. Got a better venue, bigger venue, and things are just kind of working organically, man. As we grow, the show grows.
Gotcha. And the one thing, like I always highlight, is like people. I think promoters who are former athletes or are current athletes. It's always I know a challenge for them to continue to promote. But what's one big takeaway that you was like, well, as an athlete, I want this at my show, so this is what I'm going to provide to the athletes who do my show.
So when I'm looking for a show, man, I like live crowds, man. Ain't nothing like stepping out on that stage and you got just a slew and sea of people. I think that's pretty motivating to the athletes to kind of get out there with a big crowd that's pumping up and motivating them. The other thing is, I like the show to be a vibe, man. Not just a place where guys are just hanging out and just fighting for the top spot and nobody talking, nobody vibing. I know everybody got their way. You get backstage, you know, Eric gonna mean mug you. You know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna share the bench with you or nothing, man. You know what I'm saying? Jamal gonna look you up and down like you ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? Keep stepping. Everybody got their vibe, but I love just the vibe that the separate shows will provide for you. So, and that's what we want to create. So we kind of add a different flavor, like something like having a a a slew of cameras around, man. It makes you feel like you're at a sporting event. You feel like a real athlete when you got a real production behind you, and the show makes it elevate to a whole nother level, man. So, things like that, man. Things like that. We had a rocking DJ, man. The DJ had it pumping the whole time. It seemed like the DJ during the prejudging, man. We was in, we was in finals, man. Even though we had to tell them, man, lower that music down a little bit, man. But it seemed like the people liked it, and the athletes were vibing. So, it was all love, man. But to answer your question, man, the vibe is what I'm looking for.
Absolutely. One thing you said you like giving back, and I know this personally because me and you chat like once a week or whatnot. You're very big in the Tampa community, and that shows Saturday because your people showed up for you. Like it seems like the community of Tampa showed up at that venue for you. So is that something you try to do, build connections and build that genuine, relationship with people that come to your shows?
So yeah, man. Part of what I do to give back to the sport is get other people behind the sport, like get other people aware of bodybuilding. A lot of people don't know what goes into it. They just think we up there just flexing or whatever the case may be. But man, it's the hard work. So, being a business owner, I am a business owner. I have a private practice in nutrition and dietetics. I'm also a trainer as well. So, what I do when I make my business connections and you connect and you network with a lot of people throughout the city through different degrees of separation. Um, we tied all those things in together. I'm also a runner. I'm more than just a bodybuilder, and I run. So a lot of those people that you saw that was behind me, a lot of those people that you saw that was around the event were people of my running community, people of just other various forms of fitness communities, man. Sponsors that I've ran into in different various sporting events and just things like that, man. So we all kind of come to one head, man. I'm taking all these different branches, man, and wrapping them into one, like getting those people involved as well. So it was a beautiful thing, man. Yeah, my wife helps me. I'm not just the only one. I'd be lying to you if I said I was the one behind all that. No, 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 no. My wife is a beast. She did her thing, man, from the organization standpoint. My job is to get all the athletes there. Her job is to make sure it flows right and do all the connections and get the people there. So all the people that you saw there wasn't because of me. It was because of my wife.
I love the partnership y'all have too, man. Like y'all work very well together. I done seen y'all the past 2 years, and y'all definitely do y'all thing, man.
Appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. But yeah, man, even on top of that, I've been, like I said, I had mentioned before, I've been bodybuilding for, man, this is my 12th year bodybuilding, man. So, of course, I've wrapped in all those people that you've seen there that has been in my corner for the last 10, 12 years around the sport. So that's kind of what's on display when you come to Tampa. You're going to get the whole city, there, man. Jamal, you saw it, man. It wasn't no seats, man. And I just, let me say that, man. For everyone who came to the show, and I know there was maybe a few people that were upset about, which is, we joke about it, that's good problems to have. I don't want anybody to think that we oversold our seats. We work off statistics, right? We work off numbers. So the numbers per competitors, we were in line. Who knew that everybody was going to bring an army with them? Everybody brought an army. You know what I'm saying? Like, statistically, that's not, that wasn't supposed to happen. You know what I'm saying? So I just see it as a blessing from God, man. You know, bless you abundantly, like more than you can even imagine. So I want everybody to know that, you know, it wasn't our um, intention to oversell the seats, and you know, everybody did fit eventually inside the venue, but you know, it was a standing room only again, year 2, man. Last year, you know, we had some of the similar problems. We didn't know those people was gonna bring an army. The next year we added seats and still people brought an army, you know, and we only went up by 5 competitors. We only went up by 5 competitors. That was it. That was it. So I just wanted to say that to everybody, man, in case anybody was, you know, what's going on here. So like I say, man, in promotion, man, people call it good problems to have, but I call it blessings from God, man.
I guess what I'm getting to, of course, with you, like you said, there's the gradual progression and everything. So, like you said, you got more athletes, you got, you know, you got more attendees, you know, and I mean, I'm pretty sure you'll have even more next year with just networking over the year. So, I guess a call to action would be, you know, for anybody who attended and want to, or who's going to go back and watch this, like, are you looking at bigger venues for next year? Like, how are you looking to make your show better or maybe even bigger next year?
So man, it's always a method, man, and a way to do it. So the show will definitely run longer, but what we'll do, we won't have to necessarily uh, pick a bigger venue by any means. You know, OCB has that thing dialed into a science, man. They know how to segment the show and keep the seats flowing and opening up. So we'll just segment the show, man. Keep the same venue because the venue was beautiful. I mean, it was a brand new venue, stadium seating, beautiful stage, beautiful everything, and yeah, we're gonna segment it a lot better, and everybody will sit, man, comfortably. Everybody will sit comfortably. And that'll be our adjustment for next year, and you know, amongst a few other things as well. But that's the main adjustment to take care of that seat problem in case everybody bring that army again, which I'm pretty sure they will, man. God don't go backwards, man. He only go forward.
So what I want to take a minute to do, just highlight some of the athletes that was at your show. Your team division was nutty. What are them teams down there drinking in Tampa, man? What y'all got in that water down there?
Man, I didn't tell y'all, man. So I'm big in the community, man. Like I coach a lot of those teams, man, and I coach them into the sport to do the sport healthy, man. There's so many different ideas out there and so many different methods and things like that they follow. I get in there and I coach them up and I teach them, right? Also judge a lot of the local high school, you know, bodybuilding. Like down here in Tampa, man, we do bodybuilding like Texas do football, man. You know, we do it. So we have a lot of local high schools that actually, I seen a kid, I judged a kid on that stage that you thought he did very well too. Bovey was his name, man. I judged him the night before. I judged the bodybuilding show during my check-in, man. That's what we talking about. I judged the show during my check-in process. I was judging the show and the kid showed up to, I didn't even know he was, man, it was crazy, man. He showed up to check in with his high school shirt on. I looked at his shirt. I said, "Are you gonna do that show tonight?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "I'll be there, man." His whole face was lit up, man. Like, really, you know. So it's just that type of connection, man.
Yeah.
With that. But anyway, I don't know what them kids drinking, man. They being educated, man. They doing it right, man. We got a lot of natural bodybuilder down here in Florida. And they doing it right, man. They catching on, man. We catching them early so that they do it right, man. And
Absolutely.
that is giving back. That is giving back to the sport right there.
Absolutely. The Wellness Pros, man, that was a stacked class, man. Stacked class. And I think they said it was a 1 point difference between first place and second place. Woo!
That tells you how stacked it was. And you know, I saw her get her pro card. Well, not the winner, but you know, it was between 1 and 2. You know, I saw her get her pro card in Tampa at the November show. She's a local from Tampa as well. And I'm like, all I could say is when I was watching, I was in the front row seat. I was watching them. Only thing I said was, I am so glad that I do not have to judge this category right here, because boy, they were stacked, man. They were stacked.
Yeah.
So even that, man, that in itself was a blessing, man, to have the pros come out and support a second year show. Who supports a second year show, man? And shout out to those coaches, man, nonstop. Shout out to Team Rare Breed, man. Those guys are such a huge support, man, and supporting that, believing in the show, to bring their athletes. Trust me, to kind of put on a great production, and I feel like we did that, man. So I'm just happy I ain't have to judge it, bro. Woo!
Yeah, that was pretty funny too, Eric. You had this situation a couple times with Nonstop, but Rare Breed and Nonstop, both of their competitors was battling in the final. They was going for the pro card, I believe. It was Rare Breed and Nonstop, and they were just sitting there coaching their athletes. So that was pretty funny hearing them coach their athletes on stage, man.
Yeah. The battle goes off the stage now. It don't just stay on the stage now. It's the coaches too. Every time one coach says something, the other coach will say something too. Like, nah, do this. So I know it. I think the question I have for you, of course, I asked, about progression and how you're going to do it, but I guess the main question I have is, I guess Florida's about to be, it is a powerhouse already. There's a lot of pros. Y'all call yourself the Florida Boys a couple years. Y'all got a lot of pros, but also with that, you have a lot of shows. So besides the vibes, like what can you do to set your show apart from all the other shows that's down there? I'm pretty sure there's going to be an influx of another organization down there as well this year.
Man, we keep our shows consistent, man. We're gonna keep them competitive. We're gonna continue to shine. Again, that live stream and that live stream production, man, is something, man. When the people back there and they seeing that happening, man, they just feel like, I want to be a part of something like that. We want to make these shows unforgettable. It ain't that I'm trying to have the best show in Florida. I'm trying to have the best show, in the country or whatever. I let the people decide. I let the athletes decide that. But what we want to do is make our show unforgettable. We want to make it memorable. We want to make it something like, man, I can't wait to do that show again next year. So, and I understand that it's a lot of work on our part from an organization standpoint. We say we want numbers until you get those numbers. Woo! It's a beast, man. Sometimes, man, I'm lucky I had a lot of people behind me, man, to come out and help assist to get all those people into the venue, So, we want to grow by numbers, but more importantly, man, we want to make sure that the athletes are taken care of, man. We can take care of everybody. Ain't no sense in having a whole bunch of kids you can't take care of. You got all these kids right here, you ain't feeding them. There's no sense in having them. You know what I mean? So we want to make sure, man, it's athletes first. So I'm not about the numbers. I'm not really so concerned with the numbers, but more so the effect that we have on the athletes and the experience that they're getting. So that's what we want to elevate more than anything, their experience. And when they have a great experience, they tell their other friends that go to that show, it was a great show. And that's essentially what we want, keep people coming back and keep people spreading the word about our show.
Absolutely. Is Brittany with you right now?
Man, is Brittany ever not with me, bro? She ain't never not with me.
Hey, tell her I said great job and thanks for putting. There she go. There's the other half.
Yeah. And we actually celebrated. This is a little platform. We celebrated the 19-year anniversary doing the show. So that was our anniversary of marriage. And she been having my back. We've been working together since I can remember, man. And it's just the fruits of the labor that's what you're seeing, man. So when you see big crowd, man, we know each other. So it's like two of us working double time. So that's why the show turns out the way it turns out, bro.
Absolutely. Now, Brittany, tell us how much Marcus really didn't do to prepare for this show. You did it all, didn't you?
No, you know what? We stay in our lane. Like I love how we're able to work together. I'm not big on social media or doing the competitive part. I'm not a competitor, but I'm very organized and I like planning things. So I like when he gives me big ideas. It's easy for me to line them out and make it happen. So he's the big dreamer and I love it. And it just gives me a project. You know what I mean? I think in those ways of organizing and making things nice. So I love it when he has the big ideas and all I have to do is put pieces together behind the scenes. So I love it. It's a shake and bake, and I love my lane, and he loves his lane. So it comes out to what you guys see. I like that shirt.
So what can we look forward to next year for 2025 Captain's Cup? What can we look forward to?
Man. Hold on, bro. Man, did you know look, bro. Normally I'll be at work right now. We so drained, bro. We taking some mental health days off, man.
Yes.
I'm still trying to get the pits out my stomach, bro. You know what I mean? She need a massage. We both need couples massage. That's why I'm over here eating ice cream, man.
Oh man.
Y'all gotta look forward to. I'll let you answer that, Brittany. What we doing in 2025?
Captain's Cup 2025, it will be better segmented. Marcus already said it, but we just wanted to reiterate that, you know, at no point do we ever want a person who paid for a seat to not have a seat. So anybody that experienced that, we apologize. It's just no way to tell. You know, we had a ton of people come on the day of. It's not, nobody texted us and said, hey, all these people are coming. So we definitely don't want to experience that again. So that's our first course of action, making sure every paid person has a seat to sit in. And other than that, y'all have to wait for the good things. It's a lot of good ideas and great connections that we make, and I don't like to put them out or like even really, there was some things that could have happened in 2024, but I wanted to be right before we put it out. So it'll be something nice. It'll be something worthy of carrying my name, our name.
All right, I just got one request before we
I have one too. I'm gonna let you go first because it might be the same thing. So I'm gonna let you rock out. Let's see what you got.
Hear me, Marcus?
I'm ready. What's up? What's that?
Me and Eric need to be the commentators next year.
Wait. Well,
you know what? Yes.
So we want to tell them part.
Hold
okay.
On. What's up?
We might have to talk offline, but yes. Yes.
Okay.
Because we had an idea that included y'all.
We had an idea. That included.
But we can't spill all the beans now.
Come on. Look, he gonna put you on the spot like that.
Now, that wasn't my question, but hey, I take all invites. You know, I need to get out to Florida, so we good. Hey, I appreciate you. We going to Florida, my guys. Appreciate you. But my question is, let's see.
That's all we had to do to get you down here to Tampa, man.
Hey, that's all you had to do. You just had to tell me show up. But the question is, man, I gotta move off the promotion side real quick. So what do you gotta say to any athlete who forgot who 2020 was in the year he was gone?
Can I answer?
Go ahead.
So I'm his biggest fan. I'm probably the reason he has a big head, y'all. So just let all the athletes that don't know, he's him. That's all I need to know. He's him.
I love it.
Whatever you thought he was, that's it.
I'm gonna say it like this, man. E, all due respect, you got, all due respect. I don't know what you're gonna do, E. I don't know if you're coming back. It'll be a Jordan Shed. Man, come on, man. Me and E been wanting to punch each other at points. I know it. You know what I'm saying? We want to punch each other at one point, but we vibing now, man. And it's a beautiful thing. I just want to give it one more run, man. I want to get this prep, man. This been my hardest prep. So if y'all getting ready, man, whatever, man. I'm coming. And I want to win. And I mean, I don't know. It's mine, bro. Like, I'm sorry, but it's mine, and it is what it is, man. That's all.
What you're saying is you let us borrow it for a while, but you're going back to go. You coming back to pick it up.
That's it, man. That's it. So you got 2020, 2021 Jordan Cup champion. I don't know what Darion doing. That's my boy too. That's the Florida boy. I don't know what he's gonna do. E, I don't know what you're gonna do. E, man, I still know your tactics, man. E the type of dude, man, I ain't doing that. And then come up like, man, I'm finna slice all y'all up, man. I pop out like. But it's all love, man. I love to share the stage with anybody, man. In all seriousness, man. I'm joking, partly joking when I say that, but let the chips fall, man. Let the chips fall. Everybody gonna be ready. Everybody gonna do their thing, and just know that, man, we gonna teach some lessons, man, that day, man. People gonna.
I love it.
Hey, you got people in the comments talking about 2025 OCB champ coming. So hey, you got people manifesting it for you, unless they talking about themselves. But
I try to be quiet. I try to do, stay in my own lane. Man, I'm on the fence. Like sometimes you don't know what kind of E you gonna get. I knew people was in trouble last year when he started just. I'm like, he don't never act like this. He's showing you step by step. Man, these boys in trouble. Why he doing that? So, you know, I'm getting ready, man. I'm in prep. It's a slow cook.
Nice.
Hey,
that's all we wanted to know right there.
They'll be seeing me. Oh man, let me just lay it out like this, man. Mr. President, we coming back. I'm claiming it again. That's where it started. So I'm coming back. Got to hit that presidential. Definitely gonna run a Yorton Cup back, and I'm shutting it down in the hometown. Man, we're gonna probably sit down. Jenny gonna have problems. Jenny gonna have some problems. She better get a big vet. She might as well put us in the stadium. She might as well rent Tampa Bay Stadium out because we bringing all the Tampa come November. She talking about me and my show, talking about I'm selling out the seats. Ain't nobody got nowhere to sit, man. I'm bringing everybody from my middle school to my elementary school. My teachers is coming. My church people coming. Everybody coming, man. Everybody I know coming. So, how about that?
Hey,
And Team Nonstop, if you listen, Team Nonstop listening, because they done took the Tampa show 2 years in a row. Even though I just seen him, we shook his hand and everything, and it's all love. I'm beating all your competitors. I'm beating them all. I can't have them coming to Tampa and just winning in my city. No. So
we got one.
I just declared war. I know I just declared war. I know y'all got so many sound bites. Like, hey, look,
but
Jamal,
we did.
eat this up right now.
Boy, they gonna be crazy, boy.
Man, y'all done took me back to call down. Why y'all know what
hey, bro, you don't even know, bro. You just became somebody's origin story right there. You somebody motivation for the rest of the year.
They started though. I can't remember who it was, but when I went back in the crowd and somebody said, "Man, we taking over Tampa," I said, "What?" I just came off my 4th place in my class, not even overall. Somebody said, "We taking over Tampa." So anyway, I love it.
You've been sitting on that one for a year now, huh?
Yeah, man. I love the sport. That's what makes the sport so beautiful, man. You get to compete, man. And I'm saying this, everybody thinking, man, this dude's so cocky. But man, if you know me, you know I love the sport, man. You know I love to compete, and I respect everybody. You know, I respect everybody. So just bring it, man. Let's go. I'm ready to dance, man. I'm happy and confident.
Love
Y'all ain't getting no
man.
more. That's it. I ain't saying nothing else. I'm done. You ain't getting no more. You ain't getting no more, Jamal. That's it.
Somebody said you just put the ice cream down for that one.
They knew what they was doing. They did me, baby. They said, yeah, they got me. I went for it. I did.
No, right for the trap.
Keep at me. You know, it's cool.
But
I appreciate y'all having me, man.
Yeah, we appreciate you for coming on. Well, both of you guys for coming on. Y'all gave us, of course, plenty of entertainment and also insight. And I'm pretty sure anybody who did your show this year and who plan on doing it next year, hey, we wish nothing but blessings for your show to continue to grow, especially with, I think, and this isn't, no shot, no knock towards anybody, but I think any athlete who steps into that promotion stage, they know what we want, especially people who are still fresh in the sport. They know what we want. They know how to put on a show, and they know how to treat it. And with that being said, thank you. You're leading, I think, for the more recent athletes, you're one of the main ones who, is in your 2nd year of doing this. So we appreciate you, bro. And thank you for coming on.
Absolutely, man. I appreciate y'all boys having me. And yes, sir.
All right, big dog.
Jamal, you got on the socks?
What them socks at, Jamal?
No,
you
I don't got the socks on.
It's a whole outfit.
Nope.
You messing up the vibe. That's what I'm talking about. I planned that, Jamal. You messing up the plan.
My bad. I'm sorry.
He said y'all only paid him for the shirt. Y'all didn't pay him for the socks.
Dang. Okay.
All right, well, y'all enjoy the rest of y'all evening eating that ice cream, man.
Yes, sir.
All right.
All right, so are we gonna get into this juicy topic, or should we save it for next week, man? What are you trying to do?
I think we should save it. It's already 7:30, man.
Yeah,
We'll
man,
just
maybe
save it.
yeah, we could get D more on for a full episode. Now that would be,
Yeah.
you know. But so for anybody who don't know, we're gonna actually segue into it right now. We're not gonna talk about it, but we're gonna have Darion Moore, who is a top classic physique competitor, solid physique. We had him on last year. Really good dude from the IPE. We're gonna have him on next week, and we're gonna talk about this. This hypothetical show that we talked about last year. It's a never-ending talk. I guess the more we talk about it, maybe the more fruition it'll come. Maybe we can manifest it into place. But we have a really good insight and a little bit, I guess, more in-depth conversation on what it would take to get the top pros to this show and what can actually probably build and put more attention on actual bodybuilding. The moolah. But until next time, y'all, hey, we'll talk to y'all. Peace.
All right, brother.